What you are currently watching is the final scene from the movie Whiplash. This scene, to you and me, may not mean much, but to those who truly understand what the main character is going through, it can be heartbreaking. This is a sentiment for movies that's appearing more and more. The sort of, it's a good movie if this is your first time looking at what the character is going through, but if you really understand it, that it could turn out to be your favorite movie ever. Whether it's Ford vs. Ferrari for car enthusiasts, Better Call Saul for lawyers, or even Ratatouille for chefs. All these mean something more when you understand even the smallest references. Interstellar takes this idea to the next level, but to understand how, I'll need you to understand the science as well. So, what is the science? Well, the movie goes into ideas like astrophysics, theoretical physics, space travel, environmental science, quantum mechanics, artificial intelligence, but most importantly, and what I want to focus on, is gravitational physics.
Brand Doyle, back to the Ranger now.
All of the movie's emotional moments revolve around gravitational physics and the sort of time travel-like effect it can cause. A notable example of this is the scene that you're watching right now, where they say every minute that passes is 7 years on Earth. But how is this possible? I'm sure you've heard plenty about the relationship between space and time, but I'm also sure that you've never actually understood it. You see, it's less about the relationship between space and time, but actually the relationship between time and gravitational pull. The more gravitational pull a planet or star has, the quicker time moves the closer you are to it. Now, I know that's a lot to take in, so I have a model here that'll help you understand it. Essentially, in the movie, the planet they're on is next to a giant black hole. This is what's making time move so fast for them, and why they're in such a hurry to leave. This is not only a real thing, but a possible way for us to quote-unquote time travel in the future. Although this is highly unlikely because we'll need a wormhole and a black hole for it to be successful, like they had in the movie. Not only is this real, but it's been found that on average, pilots will quote-unquote time travel 1 minute into the past in their lifespans because they're slightly less affected by Earth's gravity each time they fly. I think that's what sets this apart from other pieces of media like Whiplash and Better Call Saul, is that this type of media representation can have real-world effects, such as a black hole scene being the only scientifically accurate black hole created with a Hollywood budget. The science in this movie not only helped to further the narrative, but could possibly have helped to create the next Einstein by inspiring a young person's creativity. Because that's what good writing is, being able to create an amazing story that has evident positive effects on the world. When writing WP3, I knew I wanted it to conflict with the ideas I presented in WP1. In WP1, I said that the most important thing for a writer is their life experience and how it makes a story much more compelling. Yet here I am talking about a story about theoretical time travel and how it's one of, if not the best ever. What changed for me was the realization that what matters most isn't the life of the writer, it's the impact on the life of the reader it causes. That's not to say I don't still have questions. For example, what is the future of writing? It's been seeming more and more lucrative to be lazy and take the easy way out when writing stories. This is because people often take the route of watching something quote-unquote easy, like TikTok or the same sitcom episode they've seen 10 times. Hell, you even talked about it when you said, "You guys should be watching more TV." This really was my main praise for the movie. There were so many opportunities to take an easy way out, but they made sure to be as thorough as possible. In 10 or 15 years, will this be pretty much unheard of? Thank you for watching. Once again, I am Cosmo.